Well, done went done. I took those seats. My neighbor come through with another passenger seat. So I was in the process of fiberglass and my transmission drive shaft tunnel hump, and it turned cold on me. I mean, it got down like 40 at night and 60 during the day, so I had to stop doing that. I had to wait till next week. It's gonna warm up next week. So what I done, well, done went done. I took those seats. My neighbor come through with another passenger seat, and I went ahead and modified the frame on both of those to drop them down. Yeah, I got them dropped down 2 inches. Now I got like 5 inches of headroom. So I don't have them mounted yet. I just got them sitting in there. When I get the transmission tunnel done, I'll get them mounted and get some metal up underneath so they mount to the frame too. So there's that. But anyway, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, so I thought I'd just stop here. And I got a lot of footage of what I've done here with, you know, I got the firewall, I got the bulkhead, and can't see it for all the junk, but I got the trunk floor in. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I've done there. So I got me some pieces of cardboard. I make a template for a firewall, and as usual, even when I'm doing metal, I do little pieces. Instead of trying to do the whole thing in one big piece. Of course, I'm gonna make the template in a bunch of little pieces, and then I'm gonna put it on, cut one piece of fiberglass that should fit. I got what I call my scribe tool here, which is basically the same thing as a compass, but it's a little easier, more heavy duty. Got a bunch of holes in it. So basically what I do, I pick out the widest spot that I gotta cut and pick a hole like that. And then I can just start at the top. Like that. That's the widest point. Like I said, you could use a compass, or you can make one of these if you don't have a compass, whichever. So if I cut that, that should fit. And then if I'm lucky, I can take that same pattern and make sure it fits that side, and cut another piece like this, and then I have my two outsides. And then I can start, I could probably do one big piece to do the rest of it. But yeah, basically that. Just cut that out on the line. Helps to have a good sharp razor knife though. Yeah, that's better. And when I cut the fiberglass out, I cut it a little bit bigger and just use my flat wheel sander or block sand or whatever to fine tune the fiberglass so it'll fit tight. So this ain't gonna have to be perfect. It's gotta be really close. Now that should fit right there. Yeah, that's really close. See if it fits this side. And it don't. I mean, it comes close to fitting, but I'm going to cut different piece for this side. See, that's the only thing bad about these fiberglass cars. They're not consistent, perfect built. But I know how to deal with it. I know how to make it work. So there's that. So I'm just gonna get another one piece like this and use my scribe tool and do this side, same as I've done that side. And so it'll feel a little bit better than that. But yeah, this is gonna get fiberglassed in all around the top, inside, on both sides, outside, inside. So it's gonna be really strong. I got some, and you talk, some people talk about heat. Well, I got some of that thin aluminum. I'm gonna double up some of that thin sheet aluminum I got, and I'm gonna do a heat shield, the whole firewall on the outside, and you know, put a little gap between the aluminum and the fiberglass to make a heat shield on the firewall. And after, it's gonna have heat shields on the exhaust all the way back. Maybe even the transmission tunnel on the underside, have a heat shield between the transmission and the fiberglass. But basically that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna build the rest of this template and I'll show you what it looks like. So I got my template made. It's kind of crude, but it's gonna work. I got my mark right there. I need to be an inch above that mark on both sides. So there's my template, and the piece I cut it out of, I already got it cut out. And the good news is that piece has got a little slope to it, which is gonna give me more room between the engine and the firewall, so that works out perfect. Yeah, you can see it got some slope to it. It works perfect. I mean, it's all about like it's made for it. So this is the top. I'm gonna put a couple like drywall screws to hold it in place, and I got it roughed up around the edges with some 30 grit, 40 grit, something, I don't know, rough stuff, to get a good mechanical bond, fixing the fiberglass at the end. Well, I'm getting ready to get it in position, so I'll be ready to fiberglass in. So I got lucky. I got to cut it all out of one piece and still get it in. I mean, you gotta pick it up a little bit to get it in there. Yeah. Get a couple drywall screws in it. So I got the firewall, all the edges roughed up, both pieces, inside, outside. Got plastic everywhere to keep drips from getting where I don't want drips to get. Yeah, I don't want it to get on my engine, transmission. I don't want it to get down there. So hopefully I got enough plastic around. I got some of these holes taped up on the outside to hope to keep drips from coming out there. Yeah, I'm ready to do some fiberglass now, so we'll get that done. Take the rest of the day off of pay. Got the firewall glassed in. I got it thick around the edges too, so it's gonna be strong, really strong, no problem. Looks good, don't it? It's gonna look better when I get some black paint on it, but yeah, it's glassed in, that's the main thing. Got room on the engine side. Not a whole lot, but remember I'm gonna put some thin aluminum sheet on this part for heat shield. It's kind of tight on this side, you know, to pass on the forward, the driver's side head a little further back, but we still got room. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I was noticing there might be a problem if I had to pull the engine out, because I can't pick it up enough to get over the engine mounts, but I could unbolt the engine mounts from the block, so there won't be no problem. It might not be a really simple task to get the engine out, but it's gonna come, it'll come out if I need to get it out. Same with the transmission. When I build the transmission tunnel back here, I'll make sure I got enough room up here in the front to get to the bolts from well, you know, the extension and swivel to sneak up there, get those bolts if I need to. So it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna build a bulkhead, well, just a little short bulkhead. I'm gonna lay a floor in the trunk all the way up to here. So it's gonna be about 9 inches high, which will be level with that. So I'm gonna build like a 9-inch tall wall across here that trunk floor is gonna lay on. It's also gonna be bulkhead when I put my panel here to separate the cab from the trunk. It'll attach to that bottom floor. Yeah, I'll do that next. I got bolt holes here and here, so I can bolt. The floor is gonna be fiberglass to the fender well on both sides all the way around. So I can bolt here, there to hold the back of the body down, which I don't think it needs it, but since the bolt holes are already there, I might as well. And then the floor is gonna come back along here somewhere. Then I gotta build this piece across that they cut out, and then down to that. So I gotta kind of box this in too. But first, I need to get that. I need to get a little 9-inch wall so it'll be up level with this. Yeah, that should work. So what I done went done, I needed 9 inches. I took this and used a ruler and measure up. I needed 9 and an 8. So I cut me 2 pieces of cardboard, 9 and 8, and got it clamped right there all the way up. So I'm gonna take my scribe tool, like I done the firewall, and scribe right there so I can cut this end to fit. I want it to go all the way over. Fiberglass in there, bottom, top, everywhere. So I'm gonna do this without cutting another finger off. Supposed to fit. It fits like socks on a rooster. Wonder if it fit the other side. And the answer is yes. So that's what we're looking at. I fixed the mark for that drive shaft tunnel. So I got the pattern, I got it marked out on my sheet of fiberglass. Hey Michael, it's gonna be just enough. Well, it's gonna be some left over actually, because I got enough to cut that bulkhead piece out, and then I got enough left for the floor and the trunk. So yeah, worked out great. Great, I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna cut that out, get that fitting, and then I used the other piece to cut me the floor for the trunk. So I got the rear bulkhead and rear floor, trunk floor in, cut, fit, glassed in, course, I just have to get glass from the underside too, all of it, the whole floor, everything. But now I need to work on the trans tunnel. Oh, I made a drive shaft loop. Yeah, just in case it throws the drive shaft, because the tunnel is going to be made out of fiberglass. And if that drive shaft throws, it goes a flopping around, beating on that fiberglass, it'll beat a hole through it and probably start chewing on your leg, your hip there. So that loop should prevent that. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this thin aluminum I got and make the drive shaft tunnel. And then I'm gonna lay fiberglass over the top of that. The aluminum just to hold the fiberglass in shape. So when the fiberglass cures and I take the body off and flip it over, I'll take the aluminum out and it'll just be a fiberglass tunnel. I gotta make it pretty thick so it'll be good and strong. So there's that. I hadn't cleaned up my fiberglass work. I mean, it's kind of, fiberglass work looks kind of rough, but it's gonna be better when I clean it up and paint it. But I got it glassed in, I got floor all the way back. So we get, this here is good and solid now. Still got to build this piece here that they cut out. I don't know why they cut that out, but they did, so I got to put one back in. So I got part of the floor, most of the floor, firewall, bulkhead, trunk floor, all in. So we're moving right along. Drive shaft tunnel, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get started on it and show you what I'm doing. I got the transmission drive shaft tunnel fabbed up with some of that thin aluminum sheet. And I know fiberglass is not supposed to stick to aluminum, but I put some wax paper, covered all wax paper first. And I'm starting to fiberglass it in. Put about 3 layers of thick cloth over all that. It should have a good transmission tunnel. Yeah, aluminum, when I get done, the aluminum, I'll flip the car, take the body off the car, turn it sideways, whatever, pull that aluminum out. So that's just there to hold the fiberglass so it sets up, is all that is. We got a good start on it. Another day or two I might have it. And it turned cold on me. I mean, it got down like 40 at night and 60 during the day, so I had to stop doing that. I had to wait till next week. It's gonna warm up next week. All right, appreciate you. See you next time.